Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm filming my August hits and misses, and I just had a super exciting weekend. I actually just turned 21 on Friday, so the 25th. And yeah, so August has been a super great month for me. Been really busy though, if you can't tell. Haven't been putting out a ton of content on my channel. I need to get back into it, but it's just been super busy. So if you guys would like to see what my hits and misses were for the month, then just keep watching. Okay, so the first thing I want to mention is some cookies my mom got made for me for birthday because, like I just said, my birthday was Friday, and you know, I was in Nashville for the weekend, so when I came home on Sunday, she had a birthday party thrown for me, and she had these really cute cookies made, so I just wanted to share them with you guys. So, like, this one's so cute. I haven't actually had a chance to eat one yet because I ate my cake that she got made for me, so I didn't want to eat cookie and a cake, but they're so cute. There's so many in here. There's some makeup ones too, and then she had these lips made. Aren't they cute? So that's my first favorite of the month because I think that's so thoughtful and sweet that she did that. She also knows I like Moscato, so she took a Moscato bottle and she took the label off and then put a label that said like happy 21st birthday and put my name on it and stuff. It was just really thoughtful and cute. So I just want to share that with you guys first. So now let's just jump into the beauty favorites. So my first beauty favorite are these KatVonD liquid lipsticks, and I know they all look kind of similar, but I've just been loving these like very like pinky tones. Still like my nudes though. I have a couple nudes here I bought, but I just bought some new ones recently, so I've been wearing these a ton. But the colors I've been wearing the most is Lovecraft, which is just like a pinky. I actually have this in lipstick form, so I wanted to get the liquid lipstick, but it's just like a pinky nude color, just like your everyday pink. And then of course, if y'all saw my last video, my like everyday go-to look, then you guys know that I've been wearing Lolita a ton, which is just like a nice like mauve-y, bricky toned red. I'll kind of show it to you. It's more of like a nude, and it's right there on the bottom. And I've just been wearing that every day. Right now I have a Frankie Rose liquid lipstick on. I think it's in Rose all day. And it's just a nice berry tone. I throw it on at work. I just really love the KatVonD liquid lipstick formula. It doesn't, you know, crack on me. It lasts all day long. It doesn't feel drying. And I just really love her liquid lipsticks. So my next favorite is no surprise. It's literally empty. Like, the bottle is empty, as you can see. So this is the No Poreblem primer from Touch in Soul. I've talked about this a ton on my channel in all my tutorials and my favorites videos. Like, I know I've already mentioned it, but like, I just want to show that I really did like it because it's literally empty. I'm gonna have to get a new one, but of course it's not in stock in Sephora because I think everyone's finding out about it right now, and so it's like never in stock. But it's basically just a smoothing and pore like filling primer, and it really does work. So I really love this, and what's great about it is it's only $18. Now again, like, yeah, that's a lot of money for a primer, but like, it's not as high-end as like an Urban Decay primer, Smashbox primer. Like, it's still in the affordable range, I would say. And if you haven't tried it yet and you have problems with pores, or if you just want like a flawless finish to your makeup, then I would definitely check this out. So sticking with the skin trend, I recently picked up a like Tacha travel set. It had the, you know, the Tacha Dewy Skin Mist that everyone's like raving about. It had this water cream in it, and then it has a cleanser and an exfoliating rice enzyme powder. So what I love about most from that kit, surprisingly, is this moisturizer, and it's called the water cream. So of course, you know, it's a little travel size, so you don't get like a ton in it. It comes with 10 milliliters or 0.34 ounces, so not very much, but I've had this for, since I went to Texas, and that was in the beginning. I've had this for a whole month, and I still have a ton of product left. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. A little bit of this goes a long way. You don't need a ton of product. But this just really hydrates my skin. I have really dry skin, like I say in every video, but it really hydrates my skin and gets it ready for makeup. And I also put it on at night after I'm done like washing my face. And I've noticed a difference in my skin. It's a lot more hydrated when I wake up, and it makes my makeup go on really nice as well. So I've really been loving this. Okay, so now I want to talk about this, and this is like an old favorite. I've used this before. It's not like I haven't used this before, but I haven't had it in a while, and I finally picked it up when I was in Texas. I went to the Pro store, and I picked it up, and I'm already more than like halfway done with it, as you can see. But this is the MAC Fix Plus. I'm sure you guys have all heard about it before. It's nothing new. but I fell back in love with it. I was on like a setting spray like binge. I have like a ton of setting sprays, and I really been loving the Pixie Glow Mist, as y'all guys saw. But I've been really loving this, and I feel like this just like really makes all the powders on your face like melt into your skin more than any of my other ones do. I still use like the glowy ones for like an extra dewiness on top after I've set everything with this. So what I do is I'll do it on my face makeup, and before I go in with eye makeup, before I put mascara on, I'll set my face with this because, like I said, it just really makes all the powders melt into your skin and become one. It doesn't look like you have a ton of powder on your face. And I just really love this setting spray, and I'm going to already have to get another one because I'm already halfway through it. Also, while I was at the MAC Pro store, I decided to pick up the MAC 217. I'm sure y'all have all heard about this brush too, but I've never had it before. I've just had my Morphe brushes and some Sigma brushes, and I never was like, oh, I really need that brush. And plus, I didn't want to pay for it online because I think this brush is pretty expensive, like $30 or something. So I picked it up when I was at the Pro store, and I really do like it. Obviously, it's my favorite video. But I gotta say, I didn't like expect much out of it. I was just like, oh, everyone just like overhypes it. My Morphe brushes are just fine. But honestly, this is amazing, and I feel like you need it for like a crease blending brush. I'm like a brush junkie, and you guys know I freelance makeup, so like I'm constantly buying brushes all the time. And I just really wanted to try this out, and I thought, why not? While I was at the store and actually got to see it in person. I will say this looks like the Morphe M433 brush. It's very similar, but this is a little bit more pinched and more tapered, so you can really get in that outer corner and really blend everything out. So I just really been loving this brush. And then to clean my brushes, if I'm just doing like a quick change, if I'm doing like several looks in one day, if I'm filming, or if I just have been using warm tones, and then like today, I want to do cool tones or color, and I just want to quick change my brush and I'll actually wash it with my brush shampoo and stuff. I picked this up at Ulta, and this is the Japanese waterless brush cleanser. So it doesn't have any water in it, and it's the fast drying formula. They have another formula, but it's not as like drying. Like this your brushes will literally dry after you use this. So that's why I like it, because I want to be able to use it like right after I clean it off. So it's just a spray bottle, and you just spray it on your brush or spray it on a paper towel, and then clean your brush off, and then it literally looks like good as new. Looks like you just washed it with shampoo. So I've been really loving that when I just want to try different colors, but I want to use the same brush. So that's been really great for that. Okay, so I know I've talked about this next favorite before. It's not new. It came out like several months ago. I think back in January actually, so it's been quite a while. But I've hit pan on the middle one, so you can tell I really use it. This is what I took with me when I went to Nashville this past weekend. I just fell back in love with this highlighting palette. It's just really nice. It's not glittery. It doesn't emphasize texture. The formula on this is just beautiful. Casey Holmes, Smashbox, did a wonderful job formulating this. I don't ever really use the third one. I mostly use the second shade and the first shade, and I mix them together. That's what I have on right now. It's just a beautiful highlight. It's more of that like sheen highlight. Like you can get an intense glow with it, but it's not going to look glittery. It's not going to look chunky. It's not going to emphasize texture. It just goes on really smooth and really pretty. I have several MAC things in this video. I'm sorry, this is the last one. I should have mentioned it earlier, but this is the MAC Sculpting Powder in Sculpt. So it's just a contouring shade, and I bought the one that's in the refillable, so I didn't have to buy like the one in the container because it costs less if you buy the ones that aren't in the actual container. So I just popped it in this D palette. But it's what I use every day to contour. It's just the perfect shade for me because it's not too cool, not too warm. I think I talked about this in my last videos, so I won't go on and on about it. But I really just love the shade, love how it blends out, and it's just really nice on my skin tone. So I've been really loving that. Okay, so next I want to talk about these lashes, and of course I was persuaded to buy them after I watched Jaclyn Hill's video. She was wearing these. She's worn these for a while, so like I had my eye on them, but I never purchased them because I was like, I don't know how they look on me. But I finally bit the bullet and bought them like probably 4 weeks ago. And they're the Flutter lashes in Intoxicating, and they're only $10, so it's like a drugstore price for an amazing lash. They're just like really full and long, and it's actually what I wore on my birthday, and I really like them. And if you guys want a birthday glam tutorial, I would definitely do that for you. I really liked the makeup I did for that night, and I used new stuff, so I'll probably do that for you guys. But anyways, back to these lashes. These are definitely like a nighttime lash. Like, they look beautiful for going out, for going to dinner. Honestly, I've worn these for a day lash, but I wear, like, these are more like an everyday lash, you know, more natural looking. But if you wanted like a full longer lash, I would definitely check out the Intoxicating ones from Flutter. Okay, so I got a couple new palettes in this month that I've been trying out, but this one just really sticks out to me, and I've been really wanting to try this brand for a long time. So when I was in this bigger city that's like an hour away from me, I went to the store and they carried Zoeva, and I've always wanted to try this palette because I've heard amazing things about their eyeshadows and also the brushes. And I was going to buy the brushes, but they didn't have the ones I wanted in stock, so I'll have to order those because I've heard amazing things about Zoeva's brushes as well. If you've never heard of Zoeva, they're just like a little indie brand. They're not sold at many places. They sell at like little beauty boutiques. They're not sold in Ulta or Sephora. You can basically just get them online, or if you have a beauty boutique that carries it. So I was in this little boutique and I saw that they had them. They had a ton of palettes. I was going to buy more than one, but I was like, you know, let's just try out the formula and see if it's really good before I buy a bunch of palettes. This is the Coco Blend palette, and I'll zoom in closer for you guys. So it's just a beautiful warm palette, but it has everything. Like, I would use every single color in this palette. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Today I actually have on this shade right here, and then this shade in my outer crease, and then this one in my brow bone. So I just played with the mattes today, but I have used this really pretty gold shimmer, and I've played around with these two right here as well. So I've used a lot of the colors in this palette already, and I can already tell you this is a favorite. The colors in here are beautiful. They're so blendable and so pigmented. Like, I'll just swatch a couple for you guys so you can see. Those two right there at the bottom, they're just like super creamy and really buildable and really buttery. I just really like the formula on that. I just think that the way they're formulated is really nice, and I definitely want to check out some more palettes from them because they had a couple more I had my eye on, but I want to pick this one up because I have a ton of good reviews on the Coco Blend palette. Okay, so last but not least for my favorites is a perfume. And I picked the Rollerball up in Ulta, and then I asked for this for my birthday. So I just got this big size of it, but I had the Rollerball before, and I decided I really wanted it. So this is the Black Opium perfume from YSL, because I'm not going to try to pronounce the actual name of that because I will butcher it. But anyway, so this is the bottle you get if you buy like the big size. It's so pretty, and this just pops off, and it's a spray bottle. So this just smells really nice. I'm really not a floral person, but it has like a hint of floral in it, but I don't know how to explain it. It's more sweet, but it's more like a mature sweet. It's not like, I've been addicted to the Juicy Couture perfume. I've been wearing that for years, and I just feel like it's time to find a more, you know, sophisticated scent because I'm 21 now. I need to find a more mature scent because I've been wearing Juicy Couture since like 7th grade, so I just really love the smell of that, and so I decided to ask for that for my birthday, and I'm so happy that I was able to get it. Okay, so now let's move on to my misses. Now, I just want to do a little disclaimer. This is not bashing these companies. I actually love a lot of products from all three of these companies, but these products, for one reason or another, just didn't work for me, and I'll explain why, like, when we do each product. So the first product I want to talk about, which I think I've already said this was a miss, but I can't remember, so I'm going to go ahead and say it. So this is the Giorgio Armani Power Fabric Foundation. Now I know, I'm sure a lot of you love this foundation. It was like so hyped up, everyone was like in love with it, but it does not work for my dry skin. Now if you have dry skin and you love it, then I'm so happy it worked for you, but it just does not work for me. If you have oily skin, I honestly think that you would love this foundation. Love it, love it, love it, but it does not work for me. So if you are shade 2, and you have oily skin and you want this, then please let me know because I can't find the box and I don't have a receipt, so I can't return it, and I've only used it one time. So if you want this foundation, please let me know down below. I will send it to you. But anyways, it's just too yellow on my skin tone as well. I'll go ahead and like swatch the color for you so you can see. I mean, you have to be super light to wear this, which I am, but it's too yellow on my skin tone, if you can see there. I'm more of a neutral undertone, And this is just way too yellow. There it is, focused. And when I put this all over my skin, it's just too thick and it's too matte. Like it's not for my dry skin. I almost want to give it another go because it just is so hyped up and has so many good reviews. But I've tried it several times and I've just hated the way my foundation looked every time. And so I just cannot get on board with this foundation. Don't get me wrong, I love the luminous silk. I can't get on board with the Power Fabric. Okay, so my next miss is the Urban Decay Velvetizer. And I want to love this. I really do. I love how it blurs. It really does blur into my eyes. But since I'm so pale, it oxidizes. Like, it's weird. It's a white, it has a yellowish tint to it, but it's not a dark powder. But when you set your under eyes, it makes it dark almost instantly, and I just don't like it because the areas of my face where I want to be bright become darker than the rest of my face, and it just doesn't work for me. Maybe if you had a darker skin tone, this would be fine for you, but since I'm so pale, I just feel like it doesn't work with me. So for that reason, this is a miss for me, and I won't be using this anymore. Okay, so the next product might come as a shock to some of you because I love a lot of their products. I just bought some of their new highlights, but I am talking about the I Like Your Face, the Gimme More palette from ColourPop. I just do not like this formula in these highlighters. I don't know what it is, but they're just like super chunky and they're kind of like dry. They're not creamy or anything. I don't really like it, and I don't ever reach for it. I used it that one time in that video, and I used it a couple times after that, and after that I just haven't reached for it at all. So therefore, I would say this is a miss for me. I just don't see myself reaching for this. I don't like the way they look. And then they're just super dry, like, and so powdery. Like, you can see the kick up on the powders. Like, I don't know. I just don't know what they did with the formula on this, but I just don't like it. Okay, so that's it for my misses. I just want to jump into some random favorites really quick before we end this video. I don't have any music favorites this month. I just haven't really been listening to music. I've literally been addicted to House of Cards on Netflix. That's all I've been watching, like, every night. Like, until like midnight, I'm watching House of Cards, and it's a Netflix original series, and I've seen it on there, but I never clicked on it. I was like, I don't know if I like that. Like, it's, it's like politics, but not really. I don't want to give you the wrong impression. You need to like read, like, I don't know how to explain it. I'm terrible at explaining, but it's so good, and I love Designated Survivor, so I was like, you know what? It's like another president, like, political movie or show. I think that I will really like it, so I started it, and I'm hooked. Now, I will say it's pretty dark and twisted, kind of like, oh my gosh, wow, and I wouldn't say watch it around kids because there are some scenes and bad language and like deaths and stuff, so I definitely would say it's more like a mature audience viewing, but it's really good, and the main actor, Kevin Spacey, is like amazing. He's an amazing actor. I just really love the show, and it has like 5 seasons, and I was tired of watching shows that only have 1 season, and I got hooked on it, and then it's like, oh, they're not coming back till like a year from now. It's just really funny, and I really like the show. So yeah, that has been like a hardcore favorite because I've been like binge watching that. I'm on season 3 already, and I've only been watching it for like a week. But anyways, also another favorite was Riverdale. I actually finished Riverdale in 2 days, so if you haven't seen that series on Netflix, I definitely recommend that as well. It has Cole Sprouse in it, and I loved him in Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. So I was like, why not? And it's really dark too. It's so different. And the acting, at first, I was like, oh, this is terrible. But like, you get hooked the first episode, and you're just like, you're in. And it's only 1 season, so that kind of sucks. But it's really good, and it's more of like a mystery. So yeah, I've just been really loving Netflix. I've been loving my Fitbit. I really got back on that counting your steps trend, so this is coming in really good handy. Yeah, I think that's it for my hits and misses of the month. If you guys want to see more videos from me, don't forget to subscribe before you leave. And yeah, let me know like what your favorites were for the month, what were your misses, what are some things that I need to try out. I know there's a ton of makeup right now. I'm trying to get my hands on it. Promise, it's just not in stock. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye.